Hello and welcome to the Z Hut. Today I would like to show you how you can take a cable such as this here, USB cable, or power charger cable, or microphone cable, whatever type it is that's a straight cable, like this, and turn it into a coiled cable, like this. Now this is handy to do. I mean, like this car charger, it's nice and handy. You can stretch it if you need to, but then it compacts itself by being stretchy like a spring, coiled up. And to do that to a regular cable is pretty easy. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. So let me put this out of the way. Now the first thing we're going to need is something to form it to. Now if you're using a small cable like a car charger or whatnot, you probably want to use a pencil. But I am using a USB cable. It's a little bit bigger around, and I'm going to want the form to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to be using this little piece of PVC pipe here. I can't remember offhand what exact size it is, but it's a smaller diameter. Then you're also going to need two little clamps. These you can get at like your dollar store, unclaimed freight for like 25 cents each, or a pack of 4 for $1. Now if you're using the pencil with the smaller cables, you just simply need 2 clothespins. That will work fine. And then in addition to that, we will need one more item, and that will be either a heat gun, or if you don't have a heat gun, you can use a hair dryer. You will need to have one of those two sources of heat. I haven't tried this, but it might be possible. If you've got forced air heating, you might be able to put this on a heater grate after it's wound. It might work, might not. Matter of fact, if you want to try that out, and if it works, leave a comment. I'd be interested to know if that actually worked. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our cable, and we want a little off each end that won't be coiled. So I'm going to do a couple winds, get it started. Then I'm going to take my clamp, put it on there. Whoops. Getting started is the tricky part. Once we get going, then it'll be a lot easier. There we go. Now it's on there. Yeah. Then we just proceed to coil it, and we want to keep the coil nice and tight. There, now it's getting easier to do. Now with smaller cables, like your battery chargers and whatnot, this is going to be a lot easier. This is a heavier gauge cable for USB. And none of my USB cables are coiled like this, and I kind of wanted to have one to keep in my camera bag to have on hand for connecting different things. So there we go. Now we got the clamp on the other side. Now, once again, if you were using like a phone charger, cord or whatnot, just use a pencil, do the same thing, and then use your clothespins on the edges. Otherwise, just whatever you decide to use. If you're using wood, just be careful with the heat gun. You don't want to start your house on fire. But also, if you're using a hair dryer, you're going to have no problems with really overheating anything. With the heat gun like I'm using, though, you are going to want to be careful that you don't overheat and melt it. And I'm actually going to put something in there to hold on to so my hand ain't getting too close to the heat. Now I'm going to turn this on and heat it up for probably about a minute. There we go, the heat gun's starting to put off some good heat. Yeah, that clothespin ain't working too good. So like I said, be careful, don't heat it up to the point where you're going to melt your wires. then you might as well just throw the thing away if you do accidentally do that. The first time you try this, I'd maybe use a junk cable that's something you didn't care about. So you'd kind of figure out how long to hold it in one spot and how long it takes to heat it up. Yeah, I can feel the PVC tubing starting to get warm. And I can smell a little plastic, but it's not burning yet, so I think I'm still okay. Alright, I think we probably have heated it up enough. Oh yeah, she's nice and warm. And what we're going to do is we're going to let it cool off. Let me get this out of the way. Don't need the heat gun in the way. So we're going to want to let this cool off. It is still quite warm. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. I'm going to let this cool off for about 5 minutes, and I'll come back and we'll take a look at how it worked out. Okay, I've let this cool down. What I actually did is I went over and put it in my freezer for about 4 or 5 minutes. So let's go ahead, take the clamps off, and see how good it worked. I'm pretty sure I heated it up enough. Broke loose, so we can get it out of there. There we go, and look at that. One coiled cable. Look at that. You could do this with almost anything. Like I said, if you've got a car charger for your cell phone, guitar cables, you do find lots of those this way. Maybe you got a straight one and you'd rather have it coiled like this. USB cable, like I have here. Most of your cables you're going to be able to do this to, unless you have something that is super, super, super soft. I don't run into that very often. That'd be kind of like outdoor, those winter type power cables for your 110. Those I don't think if you heated them up, I don't think they would stay. But most of your cords, yes, this will work for. So, all right. Well, with that there, I think we'll wrap this video up. If you found this information useful, please give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it big time. And, well, with that, I hope you have a great day. And remember now, you're grateful that I thought hard night. Not it is here for that was my thing, Mixie. Off soon, shamelessness and off. I'll eat if I won't if there is a thought. You're a circle for wolves and us. I spiral for some. No. It's the way I thought. Yeah, me up on the leafy fog. If all that's all nice, now where you're. Slowly grow up, yeah, there's no slow there, yelling after you dead down the fire, and our old ma. Surpus, and it must buy who's on the list, so the little baby niggers will make great son. Hurry, I got you, will be keep so young. So, build well. If I heard our being up here, so I'd be me else, as old style now, food. Slowly crack, ma. No, foster your first crack. Yes, vi för det ser. Jag hinner som att så du blir. Nej, det går. Håll mig för jag nu. Nej, det går nu och nu. Hör det där. Så. Fan, det var det här skit med och här girl. Vad hissen fast med. Det helps those. Stand up out for off, for your family, we're going to visit. Just go. No, I will sit down, guy.